In this video that you're watching right here, we're going to talk about how to choose the best streaming media box. Now, why would you want to choose a streaming media box? Well, watching a TV show or movie on your PC screen or laptop can be a bit too restrictive. No big screen, usually lower quality sound, and having to wait 5 minutes for a boot up and not conduct a group watching means that you need another option. And that option goes with the streaming media box. But before you choose a streaming media box, you need to consider whether it's user-friendly. If not, you're going to be wasting your money on a piece of useless technology. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in Miracle Box TV, we are addressing the problem of making something that's a streaming media box that will be the most user-friendly device you could ever have. We're going to share more details when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Melvin from Miracle Box TV, and we are one of the largest suppliers of streaming media services and streaming media devices. And we believe in offering user-friendly options for people that are looking to cut the cord and save money. Now, the biggest challenge in today's streaming media business is the fact that when a customer is looking for a streaming media device, they may find it very difficult to be able to adjust from going from cable to streaming media, because most of the media devices are made for people who have some type of streaming media experience, and a lot of the devices are not made for people who are 40 and older that have never ever streamed before, and that is a big problem. Now, the first thing that you start off with is when you get a media center is the interface, knowing where to go. And a lot of senior citizens, because they're not used to the technology and because it has no real flow, they kind of get lost with some of the icons. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about, of how streaming media centers would not be adaptably user-friendly to everyone. So here's an example of an interface a person may see when they first purchase an Android media center. Now, even though the average person may understand these icons, an elderly person or an older person who has been used to cable, they may not know where to begin to start, and it becomes confusing and frustrating. Now, this media center is laid out pretty great, but there are a lot of icons that a person who has never streamed before may never use. And this is what causes confusion in the industry of streaming media. And here's another example. Although this may look a little cleaner than the last version and looks a little easier, you got to realize that, again, the person who is making the transition from cable to streaming media, they don't yet understand what all these options are. They don't know what KODI is. They don't know what XBMC is. They don't know what a lot of these things do. And so it presents no usable flow to guide a person through the app. I believe the apps should have some indication that would guide a person to make better choices upon streaming media. And this is an example that you may see. Now, for an experienced person, that's super easy to look at. But for a person that has no experience, it's not so easy. See, the thing about it is when a senior citizen picks up this thing, they're going to wonder, how do I stream? How do I get started? What do I do? And it's going to be a little frustrating and head scratching for them to figure out. And then that could lead to them just getting confused, and they're like, I can't figure this thing out. And that's because they're trying to use a technology that wasn't created for senior citizens and newbies in mind. And that is not really a great technology for them. So you have to understand the evolution of your customers. See, they started with something like this, a TV with just 13 channels, and they just turned it. And that was really the introduction into TV entertainment. And then after this came the first cable box. You guys remember this thing? It was a little turner. It was just slow, but it was newer than regular analog TV. Then came digital cable. And that is now the transition that people have made to digital cable. But digital cable is too expensive, so in comes the streaming media. So this is the evolution. And guys, see, a lot of senior citizens, they want this technology. And I don't think it's fair that streaming media companies, they create a technology that's not for them, but yet they want their hard-earned money. And at MiracleBox, we don't think that it's fair for the seniors and the newbies to have to be forced to spend their hard-working dollars that they've earned over the years with retirement towards a media center that wasn't made for them. See, at MiracleBox TV, we believe the media streamer you choose should be easy to use and easy to navigate with an intuitive interface. You can choose a media streamer with all the features unimaginable, but that will serve you no purpose if finding the streams you wish to watch is too difficult to do. The menus and navigation bars should be user-friendly to gain the most from your unit. Powerful, newbie-friendly, easy to use. This is what we had in mind when we were designing the programming for the MiracleBox 3.0. In order to create the perfect Android user-friendly interface for our MiracleBox 3.0, we had to go back to the drawing board, and we had to take in consideration something that was newbie-friendly and elderly-friendly. And this is what we came up with. We surveyed our customers and we asked them what they wanted. And they said big icons so they can see exactly what their selections are. They wanted a clean look. They wanted faster navigation, being able to get in and out of apps. They wanted an easy flow so they can be guided to the most useful apps and not the junk. And we came up with a term, a way we're going to operate this project. And we called it Technology Simplified. And that is what we're going to make this new Android interface. Something that's simple for everyone to use. So we begin to simplify and build the menu. We wanted to get the icons just right. So we played with them, we structured them, and we made them bigger. We made them easier for anyone to see and recognize what it is. And then we wanted to start designing the perfect sleek background. But we remembered, we have to make this build look clean. So we went from having something sleek to making the background cleaner. Then we started to add in the simple, easy icons that are labeled against a white background that made everything easy to stand out. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We created the perfect interface. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inside of the MiracleBox 3.0. Now, we didn't want to reveal too much to you because this box will be released on November 28th. And what we wanted to do is we just wanted to show you the easiest and most user-friendly Android interface on the entire planet, and you can only get it at MiracleBox. This is proprietary software that we created for the newbies, and we created for the elderly, and we also created for the advanced streamers, but everything is easy to find. What we did is we asked the questions and we made the answers into applications. For instance, how do you open the Media Center? It's very simple. You go to Open Media Center. Now, we're not going to open our Media Center and reveal our newest, most user-friendly KODI build ever created. We're going to save that for another video, but this is how you would go into your Media Center and begin to stream movies, TV shows, sports, and live TV. Now, if you wanted to close down your apps and clean your memory, where would you go? Well, it's very simple. You would go down to Close Apps. Again, this has flow. It guides you on the action you can take that has an immediate effect on how you're viewing your Media Center. So when we press this thing, it's going to close all the running apps and it's going to clean our storage. That's amazing because it cleans our cache as well, so our box doesn't slow up. A lot of boxes don't have this. Now, if you want to update your box, you want to go to the over-the-air updater, Where would you go? It's very simple. You would go to Update MiracleBox. And when you click the icon, it will take you to our over-the-air updater. Yes, the MiracleBox can be updated from our server, so you always have the freshest and cleanest media center. You can install the build, you can update the build, and you will have the best build that you ever will see at your fingertips. Now let's go back to the home screen, and as you see, if you need support and you need someone to remote in, well, where would you go? Well, again, the answers are the icons. You would go to remote support, and when you click on it, it opens up, and that's where you would go to let the support person in. If you want to test your speed, which a lot of people find the function useful because you have to test your speed, well, it's very simple. You will go to speed test and you can test your speed. This is an icon that's very big and no one can miss this, including senior citizens, and this is friendly for everyone. And now settings. If you want to adjust your settings, it's very easy. How would I adjust my settings? Well, you go to the big, huge settings icon and you would click on it, and you can adjust your Wi-Fi connection, your Ethernet connection. You can adjust your display. You have advanced options. And if you want to see the MiracleBox specs, then you can see this is the MiracleBox 3.0 that we're inside of, and you can see the latest firmware. So that is a menu that is very easy to understand, very easy to navigate for anyone. And still, if you are a person that's advanced, this is still for you because we do have some of those advanced apps there. We do have the Google Play Store where you can add your own apps, and we have a few amazing things here. In addition, we have the weather app, which is really, really cool. A lot of people are going to love that because you can view the weather by the hour. It's the best one that we saw. So again, if you just want to be a person who wants to really technically build out your box on top of what we have, you can do that. But again, if you just want to be simple, you can do that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MiracleBox interface, and it will be released on November 28th. Be sure to visit theykilledcable.com and make sure you get on the list for the early bird release. And the most important thing you want to do is you want to subscribe to this channel, because we will give the opportunity for one of our subscribers to get a free MiracleBox on release date. And not to mention, you're going to be able to be notified when we start releasing our other videos all the way up until release date of more features that we will reveal to you about the MiracleBox 3.0. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Nina is going to dance for you yet again to remind you to subscribe. Thank you for watching.